The Development and Integrity Intervention Goal Foundation, DIG, a non-governmental organization committed to promoting peaceful and democratic Nigerian society devoid of inequality and corruption, as part of her concerted efforts to ensure adequate release of budgetary allocation for the health sector, kicked off the USAID scale-funded Green the Red Health Sector Capital Budget Releases campaign by taking to the major streets of Abakaliki metropolis to drive home the message of ensuring health for all Ebonyi people in particular and Nigerians in general.
Aim to achieve is to see how we can actually turn the red into green by advocating for capital budget release for Ministry of Health and agencies under health. So that is what we're advocating. And you know, they say health is wealth. And if there's no improved health system, people will suffer. So that is why we're advocating, you know, proper funding of the health sector will also bring improved services, improved service delivery. So that's why we're advocating for these budget releases. Other people from the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Finance that participated in this work and other activities of this project, they have made some commitments. So we need to follow them up to ensure that they fulfill their commitment. Then by making sure that by the end of December 2024, there should be a significant improvement in terms of budget releases.
The problem with indicated is that appropriations are made in the House and real budgetary allocations are made. The problem we have is release of this fund to the appropriate agencies. That's the problem. And that is why the indication we see red. The appropriation is green, but the release is red. Which means that some of these agencies under health, the money appropriated for them are not released to them. That's why the performance of budget in the health sector is got nothing to write home about. So this is why we are campaigning that whoever is connected, whether the Ministry of Finance, Office of Accountant General, or the legislative house, to do their oversight function to make sure that money meant for the health sector are released.
The roadwalk, which had in attendance chairman and members of Ebonyi State House of Assembly Committee on Health, the Executive Secretary, Ebonyi State Primary Health Care Development Agency, and Ebonyi State Coordinator, National Primary Health Care Development Authority, as well as Permanent Secretary, Ministries of Finance and Budget and Planning in Ebonyi State, among other stakeholders, who threw their weight of support to the DIG Foundation and their lofty initiatives.
I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for this presentation. It means that the whole world have heard our voice today and make a change. This project, we've started it. And on behalf of our team, the House Committee on Health from the House of Assembly, I want to tell you that we'll work together with the executive to make sure that every places here that is red will turn to green. In Jesus' name. We'll work with them. We'll take this message home to our speaker and we'll work with the commissioner, the SSA is here, the primary executive secretary is here. So we'll surely work with people in Jesus' name.
And we assure the states that we work in line with the governor's intention to make the health sector the primary and also make the education sector the primary. Of course, globally they overlap. Because where there's a sector, there's health, there's education. Of course, there's a health education. So, both education and health is the priority to the three arms of the government, both executive, legislature, and the judiciary.
I thank our executive governor, Right Honorable Francis Ogodan, for making this thing possible. The working environment to have a Minister of Health is so wonderful. The governor has been supporting us. Now we are here to say green the red, and that is where we are here. Green the red means when we clean all those red marks in our budgets, our people will get things done better. Primary health care definitely will be better. Our governor once asked us, what do we think that he is going to do to make primary health care centers functional? This is one of it. And once we clean the red and make it all green, primary health care will work.
And as you know, green the red signifies danger. Before now, the health sector was in danger. And green signifies productivity. It shows that we are moving from dangerous zone to zone of productivity. And our intention is to make everything about health productive, because that is when we will beat our chest and say we have done a lot. Now, in achieving this, there are measures, steps that is expected of us. Of course, House of Assembly is involved in budget approval, and we, the representatives of governors in various agencies and ministries, are now responsible for writing convincing memo, seeking for approval and release of those funds for execution of various projects they are made for. While the executive governor is responsible for approving those funds. Now, you discover that those three steps are important, and no one should be left out. We need to work in synergy to ensure that things are done right.
We know that health is wealth, and thank God our dear governor has prioritized health. The health sector is very, very important to everybody. And we, from the angle of organ of government, legislative angle, has also taken it to drive it down home. We know now that the problem is releases of funds to health. We want health. We have discussed it severally. Health sector should have a very strong synergy within themselves, because if memo and their requests are done the way it should be done, His Excellency will get it approved without even much delay, without even coming to the House of Assembly.
This is a very special engagement and awareness. And in all SSs, the Green the Red project is a project that is very, very important at this hour of our time. I have known several times that the budget we are actually prepared, but we are not released. And without the release of budget, none of the MPAs in the state is going to make any headway. Health is wealth. And in the health sector, what we needed most is this budget in order to reach the underserved. For today is a remarkable milestone in the life of Ebonyi State. I think the only advice I have now is that we should continue collaborating with other MDAs and make consultations and engage the leadership of the state.
Green the Red initiative is a welcome one. First by the Ministry of Budget Planning, Research and Monitoring, and then by extension, the Ebonyi State government. Because there's no need having a robust budget without, and you have reds all through. And so when DIG came up with the Green the Red, we embraced it, and we are committed to it. I just want to reaffirm that commitment. We are committed to this cause, that the reds will be green in no distant time. In fact, in one of my promises to him, the DJ, I told him that by second quarter, most of the reds will become green. And then before the end of the year, all the reds, by the grace of God, will be green. So we are working towards it. The People's Charter of Need is also geared towards that. In the second point, the People's Charter of Need is actually the health sector after education as number one. So the government on ground is also working towards green the reds. So we will do our part. From our end, we have decided to do a very frequent report so that he sees the grey areas and then we will work towards it. And thank God for DIG, they've also embraced the House of Assembly, so they're also seeing that. So I think it's a collaborative effort. Everyone will put hands together. The commissioners of budget and finance, they're also in the game. I've also shared with the Accountant General of the state, so everybody is in the picture. And I think with this,
we will definitely win the race.
The roadwalk preceded a presentation of an advocacy ask and interactive session between the State Primary Health Care Development Agency and civil society organizations. In Abakaliki, Fortunate Ozo, NTA News.